Welcome back to the Clark Expedition, and if this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. If you did watch our last video, you saw that we were up on Geneva on the Lake in Ohio, watching the total solar eclipse. This video is all about us heading south through Ohio, the second part of that trip, to see the Hocking Hills State Park. We wanted to visit the caves and the waterfalls we've heard so much about. Our drive south through Ohio took us about 6 hours, but that's only because we had some minor maintenance issues and we stopped for lunch as well. We kept looking at the sky, and as we were getting closer, we noticed that it was getting a little bit cloudy, and we got into the state campground just before it started to rain. Campground staff at Hocking Hills State Park, well, they were just great. But the area around Hocking Hills, well, it's a very hilly area, and when we booked our site, we thought that we actually had booked a very level site, but that just wasn't the case. It's actually very difficult to find a level campground site. Also, we found the campground road from the campground entrance up to the sites to be a narrow, windy road, and we did fine with our 27-foot trailer, but I can only imagine if you have a longer trailer, it'd be a little more precarious. Don't let that stop you. We got it done, and I'm sure you could do it too. Just be aware of how tight that road might be. All set up, we were able to get a nice barbecue in underneath our canopy. We were looking forward to the next few days here at Hocking Hills State Park. We just need some cooperation with the weather.
The next morning, we drove a short distance from our campground to the Hocking Hills Visitor Center and got the lay of the land. Had a chance to decide what we wanted to see in Hocking Hills State Park. There are so many natural features here at Hocking Hills that you could easily spend a week here. The Visitor Center is an ideal place to start your adventure. Immediately behind the center is the trailhead for two very popular attractions, the Gorge and Old Man's Cave. We were anxious to get started, so we took a quick hike on the Gorge Overlook trail. Along the Gorge Overlook Trail, we took a short drive to the Ash Cave. Park rangers had indicated that the waterfalls would be spectacular due to the recent rain. Ash Cave is an easy access 1/2 mile walk to one of the most amazing sights in the park. The cave was named by early settlers who found huge piles of ashes left by Native Americans. tried to capture the essence, but you really need to come see this for yourself.
So after Ash Cave, the afternoon was calling for rain. So we drove about 10 miles into Logan, Ohio to the 58 West restaurant, which actually is part of the Hocking Hills Brewery and the Hocking Hills Winery. Yes, 2 for 1. You can't get any better than that. Yes, the illusion of eating healthy. I ordered a nice salad with lunch. Of course, I ordered another round of brew for both of us. Kim, on the other hand, she didn't pretend. She got herself a great sandwich. In the end, we just had a great afternoon at the Hocking Hills Brewery and Winery. After visiting the brewery, we found the Hocking Hills Regional Visitor Center, and we were about to get a great surprise. We had a chance to visit the Paul A. Johnson Pencil Sharpener Museum right there in Logan, Ohio. Sometimes on your travels, you just find a place that blows you away. That's what this place is all about. The Paul A. Johnson Museum has over 3,400 pencil sharpeners. If you're old enough to remember, you'll notice the school-type pencil sharpeners. How about the Western-themed pencil sharpeners? Transportation-themed pencil sharpeners. Aviation-themed pencil sharpeners. And look at the skulls that are down below. Oh my. Nope, no dull moment here, and it truly is and was an amazing place. Space-themed pencil sharpeners, Star Wars. Garfield-style pencil sharpeners. With so many pencil sharpeners to see, Kim and I were on the hunt for that one pencil sharpener that for us just stood out above the rest. And then there we found him. On an oddball shelf collection of pencil sharpeners, there he was, Godzilla. Yes, for us, Godzilla stood out above the rest, but we loved all the pencil sharpeners that we saw. I highly recommend stopping by the museum. It's on the main road in and out of the state park area anyway.
The next morning, we started the day at John Glenn Astronomy Park. The park's named after Ohio's native son and Gemini astronaut John Glenn. Hocking Hills in rural southeastern Ohio is actually a dark sky area. The park offers programs Fridays and Saturday nights in good weather from March to November. Some upcoming programs are studying the gibbous moon, the Milky Way, stellar nurseries, and a preview of the Perseid meteor shower. Our next stop this morning was the Hocking Hills Lodge. The Hocking Hills Lodge is one of 9 in the Ohio State Park system. In the lobby are twin 39-foot-tall fireplaces and a lovely seating area. The lodge has 81 guest rooms, an indoor and outdoor pool, a cafe, a restaurant, and a bar. The original lodge was built in 1970, but was destroyed by fire in the year 2016. A new lodge was designed, rebuilt, and opened in October of 2022.
steady rain was really falling outside of the Hocking Hills Lodge, but I came here to hike. So despite the weather, I wanted to take a hike down to the Whispering Cave, which is just about a 2-mile hike, and the entrance was just right by the Hocking Hills Lodge. So come with me as we take a little bit of a hike down to Whispering Cave. About 1.75 miles into the hike, you come across Whispering Cave. Whispering Cave is an open cave, much like Ash Cave. It's about 300 feet long and 105 feet high. It got its name because the idea is you can stand at one end and whisper, and a person 300 feet away can hear what you're saying. The Whispering Cave Trail opened in 2017, and like other trails within the state park, it can get very crowded. But on this particular day, in early April, on a very rainy day, I had the Whispering Cave all to myself. I made my way back to the lodge and found Kim high and dry. It was raining pretty hard outside. And I said, I'm pretty wet. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to go find the Gorge Trail and hike on down to Old Man's Cave. So come along with me. Gorge at Hocking Hills State Park is comprised of the Upper Falls, Middle Falls, and Lower Falls. And just below the Middle Falls, you come across Old Man's Cave. Old Man's Cave is a large recess cave, much like the Whispering Cave and Ash Cave. Old Man's Cave was named for the recluse Richard Rowe, who lived there with his dogs in the late 1800s. Wrapping up that rainy hike, I headed back to the Hocking Hills Lodge, where I picked up Kim. And then we headed back to our home on wheels so that we could dry out, or at least I could dry out. And the other piece of good news was the rain had come to an end. So we were able to get outside and actually have a bit of a barbecue. We had a great day despite the rain, and we were looking forward to tomorrow, hoping that the rain would hold off and we could have some more fun.
We woke again to more rain, so decided to visit the William T. Sherman House Museum in Lancaster, Ohio. It was mid-morning, and sadly, they didn't open till noon, so instead we discovered Provisions Bakery and Deli just down the street. We found it was a great place to relax while enjoying a delicious pastry and tall coffee, as it was raining quite hard outside. We used the time to discuss our options for the afternoon. Well, there's nothing more fun than visiting wineries. We found several family-owned wineries just outside of Lancaster, Ohio, and Rockside was the first one we visited. We were very impressed by the quality of their wines. We shared a flight of their dry red and white wines and some small appetizer plates as well. Revolution Rockbridge, or RXR Winery, was our second stop. For a young winery, their wines were impressive, and we purchased 2 bottles to take with us. After our Godzilla pencil sharpener encounter, we were delighted to have a Sasquatch sighting here in rural Ohio.
Can you believe it? The sun has come out. It's just not a blue sky, it's a clear blue sky. That small, steady river that ran from underneath my truck and down past the trailer steps seems to have disappeared, but I'm really not complaining. I know we're leaving today, and I'd rather hook up in the sunshine than in the rain. And we're about to take part in one of our favorite rituals, a wonderful breakfast on a sunny day in our trailer.
What a wonderful trip this has been!
Yes, except for all that rain.
What rain? That's a distant memory.
Thank you for watching our video. If you liked the video, please make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you don't want to miss another episode, make sure you subscribe. You'll be notified when the next video becomes available.